We're at the end of 2024 and what an incredible year it's been. We've had some amazing animals hatched out and we have picked up some incredible animals. So today we're just going to take you guys through our top 10 favorite ball pythons of this past year. It's really hard to choose the top 10 which we like, but we're going to show you guys as far as possible our favorites from this past year. So starting with number 1, these snakes are not in any particular order, but here's an OD leopard Krypton desert ghost head for pied. And what I love about this animal is just the dark contrast that the Krypton and the leopard's interaction has got, and of course the orange dream is just enlightening the coloration and also bringing out the contrast a bit more. With the Krypton projects, they've got this incredible head stamp which almost has got a similar effect to a puzzle but not exactly the same. The Kryptons, most of the projects has got a clear break in the eye stripe, and as soon as you start getting Enchi and all of these other genes, the head stamp actually becomes more narrow and you can see the quite easily the distinction between the eye stripe and the eye patterning. So this is the first one of our top 10 for this year. So no top 10 video would be complete without showing you guys a puzzle or puzzle combo. So this female we hatched out earlier this year and she's a fire lace puzzle, and actually it's incredible. Every time this female sheds, she's just getting lighter and lighter, and it's actually got like a cream effect to the coloration. And as you guys can see, is in the dorsal patterning or in the patterning itself, she's got this small white or this flickering in the patterning itself. With the lace and the puzzle, this is actually one of the first lace puzzles that we produced. And the next step after this would of course be to go for the super or the white lace puzzle. And I think that's going to be a real incredible animal. So this female is definitely going to be one of our key projects for the near future. And we actually have a future chances this coming year again to produce some lace puzzle combos. So a real exciting project, and I must say a great addition to our collection. Here we've got a red stripe Ienie, yellow belly Spotnose, double head for DG puzzle, and he's 50% head for hypo. So interesting, when this male hatched out, he came from a smaller egg and he was quite small. And after a couple of meals and sheds, the true coloration of this animal just started to pop. And as you guys can see, he's got a great co-dominant gene stack, and he's then double head and possibly a triple head for Desert Ghost puzzle and hypo. So going forward, this male is great for our puzzle project, but he's even better for our puzzle Desert Ghost projects and of course our hypo puzzle project in the near future. So this male next season, he will have a few puzzle females and perhaps 1 or 2 Desert Ghost females, and we can see what we can make with him. So here we've got the red stripe leopard, spark or fire Desert Ghost clown. I'm leaning actually towards that this female has got spark. Reason being is what I've seen is with the spark clown combination, it brings out a bit more pattern distribution, especially in leopard clown combinations. So I'm leaning towards spark on this female, but either way we're still happy nonetheless if you spark or fire. So with this female going forward, we've actually got a few interesting plans for her going in the near future. I'd love to get Chocolate into the red stripe Desert Ghost clown project, and this female is great for future triple recessive projects. So if we want to add hypo, exantic, and the list goes on, this is a great baseline female because she's a double recessive and she's got great gene stacks in herself. So going forward, I think we might actually want to try and introduce, like I said, Chocolate, and perhaps I think in the first season we might go with a Chocolate Desert Ghost, which is head for hypo and clown, and maybe get that into the rotation and see what we can make with this female. And then probably my favorite animal that we've hatched out in all of the years is this Ultral Batman, just because this project took many years for us to finally reach this point to hatch out this female. We started this project back in 2017 with a pastel Batman male to a Mojave Ultramorph het hypo female, and only 7 years or 6 years later we were able to finally reproduce our dream animal, which is this Batman Ultramorph. And as you guys can see, she's around, I'd say 500 grams, maybe a bit more now. So she's really done great this last year. And as you guys can see, she's retained the coloration extremely well. The purples or the oranges that she had previously has transitioned into more of a purple effect. And we can still see the leopard Spotnose interaction in the clown extremely well. And that was from the start my dream and my vision with this project. I love the Batman animals, and it's still one of my favorite projects to date. And I thought if we add Ultramorph to the project, we'll end up with a stunning animal. And I'm really, really happy to have this snake in my collection. And going forward, I think we only started to scratch the surface with this project. I think if we add chocolate, blackhead, all of these darker genes into this combination, it's going to be exceptionally well. And even in the near future, maybe some lighter genes again, like lace or vanilla, or something like that, would work extremely well with this female. Here we've got an NR Mandarin Hypo Head Clown. And as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of the NR Mandarin project, just because I believe this is one of the better future genes going forward in the ball pythons, because at the end of the day, we want to produce the best animals, which looks the best actually as adults. So going forward, I think the Mandarin project will really help enhance the coloration and also retain the coloration going as adults. So with this Mandarin Hypo Head Clown female, we've got some future plans for her. Might be going for the super Mandarin Hypo Clowns with her, or we might just skip that and put an Ultramorph clown, head for hypo or something in those lines into this project, and hopefully produce a Mandarin Hypo clown, which will be head for Ultramorph, and then going for the super NR Mandarin Hypo Ultramorph clowns in the near future. I think the Mandarin project also incorporating into the Ultramorphs is going to be huge. I think that's going to be one of the next big projects in terms of the Mandarin project. So I'm really excited about raising this female up. We've got this female plus some of her siblings in the holdback rack. So I think it's going to be an exciting future with the Mandarin project. So this is a snake we actually got from our good friend Carl Hoffman of Royal Ambassador Reptiles. Carl is such a great guy, and he's got incredible animals. And I was lucky enough to pick up this female from him, which is a Hypo Clown, head for Desert Ghost. So she's a double recessive animal, and she's 100% head for DG, which I think long term you can't replace adult double recessive females. And I mean, she's going to be head for a fur gene. With the males, with males you can always get a better male or replace the male with one of his sons in the near future. But with the females, I always say the real value lies in the females, because if you've got great females, year on end, you can use them for a different project and produce something different. So with this female, she's got a great base for us going forward. The Hypo DG Clown project is real incredible. And I mean, we've got some great project animals in that project. So going forward, I think the next thing we'd like to add to this female would be perhaps putting her to the Hypo DG Pied head for clown. And of course, going for some Hypo DG clowns, which will be 100% head for pieds. With that pairing, I think our odds would be 1 out of 4 to reproduce a Hypo DG clown head pied. So great female for our future projects. And in the near future, I think we will also definitely want to add some Mandarin yet again, and maybe some other lace projects and other darker genes to this combo female. So here's one of the last animals we're going to show in the top 10 video. And this animal we showed on a recent video. This is the Sunset Ultramorph female, and just an incredible animal, guys. I mean, like I said in the previous video, the colors and the contrast that the snake has got, it can't really be compared to anything else. This has probably become one of my favorite projects that we are working with. Prior to last year, we actually weren't into the Sunset project, and when I saw the opportunity to get these animals, I thought it's a great investment and also great for our collection. And I mean, going forward, I mean, who would not like to see an adult Sunset Ultramorph female on eggs? So hopefully in the near future, we'll introduce some puzzle to this combo, and the list goes on. There's so many different projects that we can go with this female. Of course, we can go clown, we can go hypo, which will not make a huge difference, but it might play a role in terms of the softness of the coloration. And of course, there's so many different codominant genes that we can still add to this female to make it even more orange and more brighter. Another one is, like I said, Mandarin. Mandarin is one of my favorite projects, and I think will have a huge role in playing in increasing the coloration of the Sunset Ultramorph even more. So an awesome female, and I can't wait to show you guys what we've got planned for the near future for this project. Here we've got an OD Yellow Belly Sugar Clown, head for pied. And this animal is just amazing. I really love the sugar gene and its reaction in certain combinations, and especially with Orange Dream and Yellow Belly. Orange Dream and Yellow Belly with sugar just works phenomenally. And going into the clown, as you guys can see, is we still have a lot of the clown patterning, but what the sugar actually does, it broadens up the teardrops and the black back patterning of the clown itself. So it will be actually quite interesting to see this combination in a few recessive animals or double recessive projects, and of course maybe going for the super version. The father of this animal is a super OD yellow belly, leopard sugar, double head for clown pied, and he's still to date one of my favorite animals we've hatched out, and he produces amazing quality babies like this guy. So really excited for this guy in our collection and seeing the potential that he's got. So here we've got a red stripe black bass or Spotnose clown, which is head for Ultramorph, and she is 50% head for hypo. So with this project, we actually missed the Ultramorph Pompeii, but we had actually this female come out of the eggs, and she's just equally as great as what an Ultramorph Pompeii would have been. Of course, she doesn't have yellow belly and Ultramorph now, but she's got, she's head for Ultramorph. So in the near future, she will be one of our Pompeii Ultramorph makers. And of course, if we would like to, we can go even super red stripe to make a super Pompeii Ultramorph, if that's the right pronunciation. But an awesome female, and what I love about her is she's got this rustic look to her, rustic browns, and the alien heads are so defined, and the overall coloration is so great. So going forward with this female, there's so many different directions we can go. We can go, like I said, another layer of red stripe, or we can go even yellow belly. We can add black head. There's so much different codominant genes that we can add to this snake. I hope you guys enjoyed this top 10 video of all of our snakes that we hatched out this past season and some of the new additions. We really look forward to the next year, and hopefully in the next couple of years we'll bring you guys even better combos.